Hello everyone, welcome you all in today's my class. In today's class, we will study our civics chapter 1, the Indian Constitution. So, what you will learn in this chapter? You learn in this chapter about the need for laws to govern a nation and about the role of the constitution and the rule of law and about the key features of the constitution of India. In the previous classes, you have read that India is a democracy and to make this democracy work, a constitution has been created. In this chapter, we shall try to understand the basic features of Constitution of India and the need for it. Okay, so let's start this video with this chapter. So, first introduction. So, we have looked at the Indian Constitution in classes 6 and 7 in our social and political life textbook. Are you remember? Okay. Have you ever wondered why we need a constitution or been curious about how the constitution got written or who wrote it? In this chapter, we will discuss both these issues and also look at the key feature of the Indian constitution. Each of these features is crucial to the working of democracy in India, and some of these will be the focus of different chapters in this book. So, the Indian Constitution. So, why is Constitution anyway? So, almost everything we do is governed by some set of rules. There are rules for games like for soccer is just like a football type game. So for social clubs and for adults in the workplace, there are also rules imposed by morality and custom that play an important role in telling us what we should and should not do. For example, in the game of soccer, a referee has full authority to enforce the rules of or law of the game on the players. When a player do something against the rules, referee takes action like send off a player as shown in the images below. So carefully watch all these images. This image is message given you, this action is should not and red card. So some rules that are made by the legislature, also known as Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha in India, or for their own country, are called law. We need laws in society so our society can regulate and work properly. They are designed to protect us and our property and to ensure that everyone in society behaves the way that the community expects them to. Laws tell us what to expect as a consequence of our actions. Laws have been the glue that has kept society together. Without laws, there would be complete anarchy. In general, the Constitution is the supreme law of the land. All other laws have to conform to the Constitution. The Constitution contains laws concerning the government and its relations with the people. A constitution is concerned with two main aspects. First, the rationale between the different levels of government and second, between the government and the citizen. So, role of constitution. in relationship between government and its people, just like government and the people. Government are three form: legislature, judiciary and executive. Legislative government makes law for people, judiciary interpret laws for the people, and executive enforce laws for the peoples. This is role of constitution in relationship between government and its people. I hope you all understood. Second technical definition of constitution is: a constitution is a set of fundamental principles or established precedents according to which a state or other organization is governed. These rules together make up. Example is constitute what the entity is. When these principles are written down into a single collection or set of legal documents, those documents may be said to comprise a written constitution, or the document containing laws and rules which determine and describe the form of the government. The relationship between the citizens and the government is called a constitution. Next definition of an observation. According to observation, the constitution is not an instrument for the government to restrain the people. It is an instrument for the people to restrain the government. This definition is behalf of Patrick Henry. This image of Patrick Henry. So, why does a country need a constitution? So, today, most countries in the world have a constitution. While all democratic countries are likely to have a constitution, it is not necessary that all countries that have a constitution are democratic. The constitution serves several purposes. First, it lays out certain details that form the basic of the kind of country that we as citizens aspire to live in. Or put another way, a constitution tells us what the fundamental nature of our society is. A country is usually made up of different communities of people who share certain beliefs but may not necessarily agree on all issues. In 1934, the Indian National Congress made the demand for a constituent assembly. During the Second World War, this aspiration for an independent constituent assembly formed only of the Indians gained momentum, and this was convened in December 1946. The photo on page to show some members of the Constituent Assembly. Between December 1946 and November 1949, the Constituent Assembly drafted a constitution for independent India, free to shape their destiny at last. After 150 years of Britain rule, the members of the Constituent Assembly approached this task with the great idealism that the freedom struggle had helped produce. You will read more about the work of the Constituent Assembly later in the chapter. The photo alongside shown Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru addressing the Constituent Assembly. So, the conclusion of all that things are says, in our everyday situation require some rules. These rules have to be made so that each member of the society behaves in a manner that is not offensive to others. Thus, A rule is an established principle or a guide for action. Following rules and regulation makes life disciplined. For example, while driving or walking on a road, we follow certain traffic rules. Ignoring traffic rules can lead to accident. Similarly, nations are also governed according to certain rules now as laws of the country. The purpose of having these laws is to avoid a situation of anarchy and at the same time ensure justice for all. Laws are created as and when they are needed by a society. So why do we need constitution? In general says we need a constitution to govern a country properly. The constitution defines the nature of political system of a country. Sometimes we feel strongly about an issue that might go against our larger interest, and the constitution helps us guard against this. All the three organs of government, just like executive, legislature, and judiciary, functions within the constitution. All the three organs of government, including ordinary citizens, drive, 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 derive their power and authority, like fundamental rights, from the constitution. If they act against it, it is unconstitutional and unlawful. So constitution is required to have authoritative all allocation of power and function, and also to restrict them with its limit. So why do we need constitution? The people don't know their true power. To perform following functions, we need constitution. The first function of a constitution is to provide a set of basic rules that allow for minimal coordination amongst members of a society. The second function of constitution is to specify who has the power to make decisions in a society. It decides how the government will be constituted. The third function of the constitution is to set some limits on what a government can impose on its citizens. These limits are fundamental in the sense that government may ever uh, trespass them. The fourth function, the constitution is to enable the government to fulfill the separations of a society and create conditions for a just society. Okay, so for your better understanding, I again repeat what is meaning of constitution. So the constitution of India is the supreme law of India. Law means a system of rules that is recognized by a country to keep a check on the actions of its citizens. So it lays down the framework defining fundamental political principles, establish the structure, produces procedures, power, and duties of government institutions, and sets out fundamental rights, directive principles, and the duties of citizens. It is the longest written constitution of any sovereign country in the world, containing 448 articles in 22 parts and 12 schedules and 98 amendments. Amendment means an official change made to a rule or law. The Constitution was adopted by the Constituent Assembly on 26 November 1949 and came into effect on 26 January 1950. So, some important point to be noted for you. First, Constitution of India is the supreme law. It lays down the framework defining political principles, establishes the structure, procedures, powers, and duties of government institutions, set out fundamental rights, directive principles, and duties of citizens. Its repeated criticism is that it is very little original and mostly borrowed from other constitutions. Nevertheless, it has distinctive features of its own and is unique in many ways. Thank you for watching.